All right, we are live. My name is Francisco. Over there. All right, what is up, everybody? Getting people in here first, and we're off to go see Francisco. I'll give it like a minute. All right. It's a little choppy. It looks a little choppy.
Hello everybody. Today we have another live video talking about different updates, things that are going on in the trucking industry. I know that many of you know about situations that are going on right now, and is the parts. The parts are very hard topic right now. Parts are very hard to get, and that's the reason why we have not only one, we have many different DD15 engines sitting because we don't have parts. We have this DD15 engine right here. There is another one right there. And it's sitting, just the engine block is completely apart, waiting for parts, but because there is no parts, we have the struggle. We have another one right there. We have another one right here, and there is another one. So there is 4 DD15 engines. Then we're still working on. We don't have parts. And Cummins ISX is the same. We have these 2 right here. That one is almost ready. This is a Cummins ISX too. These are on the way, but parts. So situation right now is then little by little the situation when it comes to manufacturing new parts is getting tighter and tighter since the demand of the supplies of these components for heavy duty trucks hasn't ceased, instead has increased, and the the supplies are very low. So it's a big problem right now. I know many of you is having that. Many of you are having that issue, then there is no enough supplies, and I guess that is going to be a very important point to talk for many months to talk from now. I don't know for how long this is going to take, but at the moment I have 4 DD15 engines that need parts and we don't have them. Really hard to get them, very expensive too if you can get them, because people that have them are not going to sell them cheap, they are going to sell them very expensive. Now there is another thing I will say right now, since it's the beginning of the video. I will say that I will be going to the truck shop in Ontario, the truck show that is going in Ontario, California. There is this truck show that is going on this weekend. It's going to be the 16th, I believe, October 16th. So October 16 and 17, if I am correctly, but it's going to be this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be in the Ontario Convention Center. It's right there by the 15th and the 10th. So the truck show is going to be about different technologies, different type of programs to help owner operators. and drivers, hiring, because the demand for drivers is very high right now. So if you're looking for a job, that would be the best place to go if you want, something very specific. But if you look for the job everywhere, I mean, you can find, as if you're a driver and you're looking for a job, you can find, many different companies that are hiring without going to the truck shop. But you can find different things, different offers, things that you can be helpful for you. So that's the reason why I wanna go there. Also, I wanna do a live video there showing different things that are going on there. I will have OTR Performance. OTR Performance is a company that does diagnostic devices. I show on my videos how OTR Performance works, things and here and there. So they do diagnostic devices. I wanna have them come to my yard too, and we're gonna go and meet them at the truck shop too. So we wanna talk about different information that they have, different type of tools, and I wanna be offering in the future for owner operators and people that just want different diagnostic tools that are cheaper than OEM diagnostic software. That is something that I will be doing this weekend, so stay tuned for that video. I don't know when it's going to come out because I want to do a live video and a regular video, so I will have two videos there. Now, let's talk about what is the situation right now with the engines that I have right here. I have these engines. They mostly are suffering a very common problem for some reason right now. All these existing engines are getting the same issue. There is the crankshaft. If you don't know what a crankshaft is, this is the crankshaft right here. This is the crankshaft. So the crankshaft is getting damaged for some reason right now. I don't know why it's going on. There is many different engines that we have fixed because of the same failure, crankshaft. I don't know. It's just a coincidence. I don't know. It is just something that it is happening right now to this. It's like so far within, we can say 3 months, we have replaced already like 6 or 7 crankshafts, which is very unusual because usually it is just one crankshaft, one overhaul, something like that. But right now it's like only crankshaft, and when you do a crankshaft, it's pretty much doing the whole overhaul. And right now we are just like waiting for parts, and as I said before, mostly waiting for parts. And we have couple overhaul kits over there inside. I don't go inside the trailer because we don't get enough signal there. So we're gonna say just come closer. So just come closer. I think we'll be fine over here. So as long as we don't go all the way inside, I think. So we have one overhaul kit. We're still waiting for other parts. In this case, this is a pie overhaul. So in this case, we get everything, but we're waiting for other parts that we need for this overhaul. I mean, for doing this engine, we need a crankshaft. We need the oil pump, which is very hard to get from the dealers. We have another overhaul kit right here. See, another pie overhaul, and we're waiting for the same thing. We're waiting for the crankshaft and the oil pump, which nobody has right now. And I think we have another one over there. See, that one is another overhaul kit, but in that case, that's an OEM overhaul kit. This one, we already have the oil pump for this overhaul kit, but we don't have the crankshaft. That's what we need. We have the connecting rods, which are very hard to get too. These are the connecting rods, but because this is an OEM, we don't have the rod bearings. The rod bearings are very hard to get, right? In this case, the pie comes with the rod bearings and the main bearings and everything, but we also need the connecting rods. We also need the crankshaft, and we need other little things. And it is pointless to get them right now because we don't have the main components. So we have 3 overhaul kits over here sitting. We have 4 engines, so we need one more overhaul kit, and we still haven't get because of the lack of components. We still are missing one overhaul kit, so we're gonna get that one later. And we have more parts over there. See, I have bunch of parts, old parts, used parts, all these, because it's very important to have parts, spare parts. See, spare parts for the schedules here, bunch of wirings and everything that we could need. When it comes to a shop, when you have a shop or when you're planning to do repairs or something, it's very important that you have spare parts, used parts, because this can save your life when there is a problem or there is a mistake that you did. And by having a spare part like this, you can actually fix whatever happened, and this can actually prevent any problems. I don't know if this is some seals. These are good seals. Okay, so that is what is going on right now. You can clearly see. Okay, go down because. Okay, what do you say?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see. Say what's up. Tell him what's up. Hire me. Tell him.
What's up?
Big Matt
What's
saying
up,
like,
Vic?
well, hey, what's up, Big Matt?
Told you to hire me.
Oh, hi, I can hire you. Yeah, probably, Big Matt.
It's average price.
I'm recording.
Okay.
Gonna be in it.
Oh, can I say a shout out?
Yeah.
¿Dónde está en vivo?
Yeah. Shout out.
Where? ¿Todo Centroamérica o qué?
Todo Centroamérica.
Pues shout out para la gente de Nicaragua, mi gente feliz de allá de Puerto La Esperanza, el Rama, Nicaragua, Cucarajil, el Salto Maltaca. De Diosito me los bendiga, un gran favor y bendiciones para todos. Fuerte, esa gente fuerte, Dios me los bendiga.
Ahí está. Así se habla ya para el saludo de Centroamérica. El Salvador aquí presente. Nicaragua dijo, sí, Nicaragua. Okay. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying, but I was saying something about overhauls, I remember. So yeah, I was saying that we have all 4 engines and we only have 3 overhaul kits. Very hard right now. I know many of you are going to go through that, and when that happens, if it happens, then you need overhaul kits right now. You have to actually, try to get them from many places. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, it is hard. It is hard to say from where you can get them. And it is not just overhaul kits. There is many other things that are very hard to get right now, and that's the situation. Then these parts are not going to be easy to get, and they are not going to get in a good price. I mean, they are going to be very expensive. So, well, so I would just say then for the moment we're just going to continue removing parts, disassembling the engines because we need to take these engines apart. We need to take this engine apart. For some reason, yeah, this one is silicone. I was just seeing a this because this is just this. Okay, I was just paying attention to something. Okay, I made different videos about damaged crankshaft recently, and those videos are going to be posted soon, within a couple, I don't know how long, but I have many different videos. But I already talked about many different videos. I mean, uh, engines on my videos, they have the same problem. You're gonna see my videos soon. I have many different videos about that, and there is the problem that is going on with these. I don't know if you, this part over here, I don't know if you know about this part right here. Come closer. This part right here. This is the old suction manifold. This part breaks pretty easy. I mean, it doesn't break pretty easy, but it tends to break. And this one right here breaks from here, so it leaks out. So it's very important that you guys replace this one. I already did a couple videos about it, and I'm saying it right now because this is live. This is immediate information. This is very fast information to you guys, and are seeing my live video right now. And so that is very important to do, replacing this one, because out of the 4 engines that we have right now. 2 engines broke because of this one. This one just came out, and the pressure started leaking out. A long time ago, I did a video talking about that, and but it was a long time ago. Also, see the case. These people right there, they're still working on that. We're still working over there on the cabins, the cabins over there, injector problems. ¿Ya está? ¿Qué dice? ¿Cómo anda? Bien, bien. Sí, qué gusto. No le tenga miedo. So we have this one right here. This side. So in this case, this engine block is going to be resurfaced from here. I think this one hasn't been fixed before. What do you have? No, this is the original engine. This no, this one hasn't been fixed before. So we are going to do this seat right here. We have to resurface this. The bottom part is okay. Usually the D15 engines, they don't go bad from here. The D15 engines don't go bad from the bottom part of the seating place of the cylinder liner. They usually go bad from here because corrosion happens mostly over here. So this is the part where we have to work on it. And in this case, this one, the crankshaft is already removed. The orifice from the crankshaft is right here. So we already removed the crankshaft. In this case, it is just the connecting rods, the ones that are bad. So we can reuse the engine block and put a new crankshaft, and this one will be fine. This one will be okay. So this is another engine. See this? This is something that you don't see every day. See, this is pure metal, debris metal. So, ¿qué trae? Oh. ¿Qué? ¿Qué traen ahí?
Yo quiero salir en el video.
No hay silicón, compa, silicón pues.
No había entonces.
Mírale arriba, estas en un lado y estas en todos los lados, sería más todo como los separamos.
Los empaques son los empaques afuera. Estos. Ajá. ¿Se fue a pescar, no?
Ahí para que Giovanni y todos los empaques afuera. ¿Traes un silicón o cómo que no?
Ese es el maker que andaba buscando otra vez.
Mira, el maker. A mí no. A mí no.
Que lo graben ahí, que lo graben ahí.
No, ¿cómo? Mánchala ya, esto para la trail, ¿no, man?
Todos estos empaques los pone en hay unas cajas ahí, ¿no? Ahí, todos los negros. Y estos los meten en una bolsita todos. Y lo demás lo echan en una caja más grande y ya después lo cogemos. Ahorita para mientras esto lo para. Okay. Some parts. I mean, you have to do what you have to do to get parts right now, so we are getting some parts here and there, you know. I guess you guys understand that. What I was talking about? Oh yeah, the engine.
We're talking about the debris.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, like right now, I'm sorry, you can see how many parts we have see connecting rods, all that all over the place. Cylinder heads over there. It is just because there is a couple engines apart, and we still we don't get the parts, you know. It's a little harder to get them right now. I was talking about this one, and this oil pan came from that engine. The one is over there. That engine is the one that suffered this massive damage. This is some serious damage, and that engine block is not going to be good at all. This engine block belongs to a nationwide truck. So that engine block belongs to that one belongs to the gray truck over there with the white hood, and that's the other engine, that's the other one, and that's the other one. So yeah, there is plenty of work right now. There is a lot of work. Yeah, I was saying this. So the damage is underneath on this one. It's really hard to see it because getting underneath right now is going to be hard. But this engine block is fully damaged. It's going to be very expensive to fix it. And see how the main caps are. They're fully destroyed. They're really bad. The bearing didn't rotate, so that's good. On this one, so that's alright. There is a lot of work to do. I don't know how we are going to do this, but it's going to be a busy time, a busy week. If we have the parts, if we don't get the parts, it is going to be just us, you know, just waiting for this to get completely done. Now, let's say what else I can show you guys today. Something that you guys can understand. Let me see. About let's see. Okay, there is something that I'm gonna show you guys. Information that you don't see over my channel still. So this right here, this is a 3-stage fuel filter on a DD15 engine. The 3-stage fuel filter comes with the fuel water separator. This one right here is the fuel water separator. This one is the pre-skim filter. This is the one that retains most of the debris that are coming from the tank. And this one is the final filter. This is the one that is going to be retaining the smallest, you know, debris that can be traveling to the fuel system. So in this system there is 3 check valves. One check valve is this one right here. That's the most common one. Come closer. The most common check valve on this system is this one right here. This is the return and entrance check valve. So this one, if there is overpressure, leaks out, and when the pressure is coming from the overpressure over here from the low pressure side, which is like around 80 psi, it comes back like, let's say it goes like 90 or 100. So this valve is going to open and let it go back to the intake side of the low pressure side. Then you have another check valve, and the other check valve is this one right here. Here is a check valve in here. You remove these 2 bolts. These 2 bolts holding this one, and this one you put it on the side, you remove this little cap, and then you remove this cap of the filter. You remove the filter completely, then you push down the check valve that is over here, and you're gonna have it. It is a plastic piece that has a little ball, a plastic ball. So this one is the important check valve. The reason why I say it's the important check valve is because this one is the one that comes from the tanks or from the fuel water separator that is on the side of the chassis. So from the tanks, you're gonna have this line that is coming. This one is return. This one is the inlet, outlet, inlet, outlet, inlet. So inlet is going to come from the tanks to the fuel filter housing, and from the fuel filter housing is going to travel over here, and then with a pump you are going to suck it in and then push it back to push it inside the housing right here. So here is the check valve that causes most of the problem when it currently doesn't start. You have no pressure here because you don't have no fuel here. So if you have no fuel here, that means that the fuel return back to the fuel tanks, and by pressing this one many times, you're gonna suck it back and then have it back to the fuel system. So this is one of the most important check valves that is in here. I don't have a check valve right now, so I can show you. I don't know. I think I had one, but I threw it away, which I kind of like regret right now. But this one right here is the check valve. So there is this check valve that you have to actually check when you're having problems with your fuel system, and there is other check valves that are not in the fuel filter housing, and those are in the fuel pump. So you have this check valve right here. This is a check valve, and then you remove this part over here, and then you have another check valve in here. So there is two check valves in the fuel pump, and there is three check valves in the fuel filter housing, and there is one extra check valve if you have a fuel water separator, the one that goes on the frame. So that one will be an extra fuel check valve in case you wonder. So that one will be on the inlet side, and that's very important to inspect too. Now, many of you say about the fuel pump. This fuel pump right here on DD15 engines, it doesn't vary that much. If you have a DD15 from 2010 and you have a DD15 from 2020, the fuel pump removal, the fuel pump installation is going to be exactly the same, but the components, the parts, the hoses, the pipes, the cables, the plugs, and everything that is around the fuel pump is going to be different. So as many of you know, you have to actually do timing on the fuel pump. When you put timing on the fuel pump, what you do is actually letting the fuel pump guys to come out. Now, if the fuel pump over here, you pull the fuel pump out, I'll do that later. I'm going to explain you that later, but I'm trying to explain right now. That's science. I'm talking about this. So when you pull this fuel pump out, and the fuel pump doesn't have a plate, then shows the timing of the fuel pump, and you don't know what to do, that is pretty easy. There is nothing to worry about. All you have to do is put it back the same way you remove it. Now, if you're installing a new fuel pump, you don't have to put timing on the fuel pump. You just put it back, because this is a fuel pump, a pressure pump. That's it. It is just a pump that creates pressure. It is not a pump that is going to have a specific number of plungers of line depending on the cylinders. All fuel pumps, the 90s fuel pumps, they used to have six like this because they want to have one per cylinder. So because they have one per cylinder, you need to have timing in the fuel pump. But in this case we have two, not because we need two, because we can only have one, but we have two to have enough supply of fuel when the engine is working at its maximum. So we have two plungers here pushing the maximum amount of pressure to the rail, so this rail can be full of fuel when you are requesting the maximum amount of torque. because the fuel rail is going to get empty when you are stepping on the gas at a specific speed. And if the fuel pump doesn't pressure back the fuel that was taken by the engine, you are going to run out of fuel, so the engine is not going to run well. That's the reason why we have that. Other than that, you can just only need one, but the engine is not going to work well. Anyway, just a little talk about it, about the fuel pump, fuel system on these 15 engines, but this is the old system, the old one, 3-stage. The newer one is going to be the 2-stage, which is going to be something similar to this one, the 2-stage. This is the 2-stage fuel filter. That one works almost the same, but it has different sensors. A pressure sensor then reads how much pressure is in the housing. A temperature sensor then is right off the secondary pump, the high pressure side. And that's pretty much it. Those sensors are the ones that are different. And the newest ones, like 2017 and up, they're kind of the same, but they work in a different pressure readings. Pressure readings are going to be a little higher. For that, low pressure side for this one, low pressure side for the 3-stage are going to be from 75 to 85 psi on these ones. On these 2-stage, this is a GAG 14, so this one is going to be between 90 to 110, and for the newest one are going to be out from like around 90, but they can go up to 120, the maximum, up to 130, depending on the conditions, they vary, but they can go as maximum at 130. So when they go over 130, then there is a problem. Computer is going to send you a check engine light saying, hey, the fuel pressure is high. Well, that's pretty much it. How long is this video taking?
We are at 32 minutes.
Okay, 32 minutes is fine. I think that's enough time for the live video. But anyway, for the people that are still watching the video, I'll say I will be attending to the truck show in Ontario, and if you want to see me there, I'll be there. I'll be there probably around like 11, 12, something like that. Saturday, I'll be walking around, so probably you wanna see me there if you go there. Also, I have many different videos, so stay tuned on my channel. I will have many different videos about the 15 engine, the causes of the problems, the reasons why, removing an engine, replacing a crankshaft again, and doing things like that, so you guys can have more information about these machines. And other topics that I'm trying to cover. There is many things that I haven't covered on my videos, many different videos that I have to do, but I'm trying to do them little by little. It isn't that easy, but we're just working on it. So if you like the video, just give thumbs up to this video, share the video. You can see my channel. You're gonna see multiple videos about what I'm doing right now. You wanna meet me there at Pro Show? Well, I'll be there. And stay tuned on my channel. I'll have many different videos coming soon. And thank you for watching.